Let's fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. Let's fucking go. We whoop a bookie's ass. Ah, this is just kidding. About to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. About to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. 24/7 researching, it's all a fantasy. But if I make the right plays, it pays automatically. Bankroll showing that I know it dope strategy. On a winning streak, I'm stacking a dose and the bookies all get mad at me. Confident with how it plays, not clicking on a flex today. All I see is green and we all about to get paid. Eric and Josh on the stream, they be killing it. Never gonna stop it, I like if you feel it. Picking the players, they all know what time you can't make up your mind and just go with your gut. Looked around, we found a glitch. No toast allowed, just post a list. Sophia's fine, Satua's thick, and Caitlin Clark just doesn't miss. Win, lose, or draw, we never quit. When we shoot the ball, it's another switch. Submit the link, it'll make you rich, and we going big. Don't be a bitch. Let's fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. Let's fucking go. We whoop a bookie's ass. Ah, this is just kidding. About to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. About to go big. Kill him with the prize pigs. We about to go big. We about to go big.
Just cash.
About to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. About to go big. Kill him with the prize pigs.
Where are you, E? E, where are you? E, where are you? E, where are you? We forgot about this part. Hold on. There you are.
Oh, I thought we fixed it. All right,
thought-
we're back. We're back.
We thought wrong. What's going on, bro?
What's good, fam? Welcome back, y'all. We're here to talk a little bit of WNBA offseason. Got a little free agency, a couple trades going on. What's good, fam? It's just cash. You already know what time it is. We got WNBA season. Woo!
Let's go! Oh, listen to that cheer. Yay! Here we go. That's the one we wanted.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. We are less than a month away. We are, I think, 4 Fridays from now, something like that. We'll be kicking off our WNBA season. And we got a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of news rolling in. I think tomorrow's going to be twice as busy today, or as today was. Technically, I believe the free agency, all that stuff happens tomorrow. So we should see a lot of news coming in over the next 24 hours. But we are getting ready for WNBA season, less than a month away. And we're going to have a hell of a season, I think, man. I'm excited. How you feeling over there, Underrated?
Oh, man. Can't complain. It feels a little strange with kind of a chill period until WNBA. College basketball just ended and, been working on some music instead. But, yeah, less than a month, man. Time's been flying, so it'll feel like, it's coming up quick. So I'm excited to get into it here with you. I know you're ahead of me with this, so let me know what's going on, bro. Let me know. I don't even know about this stuff, bro. I need to catch up.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's bittersweet. Our college basketball season ended. Was that this last Monday? God, I feel like that was so long
I know.
ago.
That's what I'm saying. I'm losing track of time. Yeah, it was. It was only 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah. So let's kind of put a little end cap on that. We had a pretty solid day. Obviously Elliott came through. Unfortunately, went over that 22.5 regular PRA line, and Terrace Reed squeaking over with the rebounds. Bit unfortunate there, but still, all in all, great season, fam. We ended with 74 units. Still made a little bit of profit on the day. I believe we had some live bets as well that came through for us. So, and also we doubled down on Michigan for winning this game. So we had that in a couple of parlays as well. All in all, great season. Honestly, can't complain. 74 units only on our second season of doing this. Felt pretty spectacular. And, next year, I think our confidence level is going to be even better than this. It was something I think you and I kind of toyed with for a while at the beginning of the season as far as what our unit sizes should look like. And we really made a lot of moves over the last 2 months. Just the last 30 days alone, we made almost 40 units. So had a hell of a season, fantastic into it. And honestly, hopefully you guys made some money with us. If you made a little bit, make sure to slap that like button down below. If you're new here, we appreciate having you. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out Also, be a part of the Discord. Links down in the description. Still running the 7-day free trials. No commitment. Come in, win some cash with us. If you don't like it, hey, no sweat, no big deal. But if you want to be a part of the family, by all means, hop in. We'd love to have you. I know WNBA has been our bread and butter. Last season could have been a little bit better, but the last 2 years before that, we did really great. So we are looking to run it back, and I think we're going to have a good season here. Also, adding 2 additional expansion teams into the mix should make it fun. And there's already been talks about adding 3 more additional teams over the next 2 years, basically. So 6 teams in 5 years, that'll be kind of spicy. It's good to see the WNBA moving forward. Players are getting paid. They got those contracts and everything finalized. And we had a couple of, well, at least one for now, our first millionaire WNBA player. Shout out to Big Jackie Young getting that signing with Vegas. So love to see it. Love to see it.
Yes, pay those ladies. Jackie's number 1, huh? Just because of the timing?
Yeah, I mean, there was just a little bit more on the timing, but, I'm sure we're going to get several more players like that. Next year, especially, we should see both Reese and Caitlin Clark get those Supermax deals. So we will... Sorry, I thought I heard somebody knocking on the door downstairs. Like, what the heck?
My dog growled at the same time, and I was like, wait, did you hear that?
Oh, that's strange. It's strange. Something in the air. Something in the air. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So I think, obviously today we're just keeping it chill. We'll have a little bit of an open discussion. If you guys got any thoughts, comments down below, make sure to toss them up. We did already lock in one preseason play. We picked up the Toronto Tempo at 12.5 season wins right after we got news that they were going to be signing Brittany Sykes. So Sykes and Marina Mabry, interesting little duo. I think the team still got a couple more pieces to put together, but I mean, hey, we're still talking about Sandy Brondello. I mean, she's been an absolute GOAT for New York. First year departing with them to start a new team. I mean, we saw last year with Golden State, they were able to put up 23 wins. So I'm like, bro, if they can't get 13 wins this season with one of the best coaches ever, 2 really good high volume vetted players, I know Sykes and I have a love-hate relationship, but I think honestly a lot of that was just a product of her being in Washington, and she was dying to get out of that organization. So love to see it for both sides. Washington, I think that's great for them. They free up some salary cap and are also able to make a couple more moves. Georgia Moore coming back for them as well. Should be pretty sweet to see her in action this season, along with Citron, Kiki, and possibly no Shakira Austin. Looks like she's also on the trade rumor. I know Dallas had interest in her, and I'm curious to see where she's going to end up going, which we'll talk about that here in a second. But let's talk about the biggest news that we had thus far. The 2 expansion teams. So we had Portland Fire end up with their number 1 pick. They picked up Bridget Carlton from Minnesota. So I know a little bit of mixed opinions about that. Looking at her results from the WNBA seasons past, might look a little bit lackluster, but you and I know her from a little bit more of international play, and that's been kind of a whole different ball game, especially whenever she was playing for Team Canada. And looking at her college resume, I mean, we're still talking about a player who averaged almost 20 points a game, and she is definitely a bucket when she wants to be. So I'm not really sure what happened last year with her. I mean, she really had a downturn as far as overall production with Minnesota. Could have been some behind-the-scenes stuff. It's really hard with her to tell if she's happy or not happy, because that girl's got the most infectious smile ever, and she literally smiles from beginning to end of games. So kind of cool. This is what I think is the interesting aspect and kind of a cool approach for the WNBA right now is we got a lot of low-key players, sitting behind a lot of really good players. Her in particular, she was by far way down the pecking order as far as offensive usage on Minnesota, but now she's a front runner for a team leader here in Portland. So curious to see how that's going to shake out. I do like me some Bridget. I would love to see that scoring production from her really come up. And, to be seen how Portland will do as a whole. I'm not really sure if they're going to have a good season, but I'm excited for her. Good for her to get her head start here and really make a name for herself. So first piece of news there. And then the second, we had Marina Mabry getting selected second overall. She's going out to, Toronto. And with them also picking up Brittany Sykes today, like I said, it's kind of surprising they only had him at 12.5 seasonal wins. It did look like they bumped that shortly after we posted it. It's up to 15.5 on most sites. So hopefully you guys in the Discord catching that early value.
Yeah, you're finding plays early. You're all over it.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. This one, didn't feel as strongly as our Atlanta preseason bet from last year, but at least we're getting it as a straight bet, not having to parlay it with anything. And then, still, I got a shout out to Sandy, man. She knows how to coach. And I think this team easily can get 13 plus wins. So not too mad at the 14.5 or 15.5, depending on site, or 15.5, but the value obviously a little bit different now. But moving on to another major piece of news, we had Big Angel Reese
getting traded. That's the one.
Right.
Big Wet's like, oh my gosh, Angel, yay! Hey, Sean's here too. And he said he got a movie trivia coming next month for us. He's working on it.
Let's go. Yes. Hell
Thank
yeah,
you,
man.
Donkey's here. And Jom's here. And Canules is here. I think that's how you say it, hopefully. Anyways, get back to it. I just wanted to say what up to everybody.
What up, fellas? What up, fam? Love to see y'all on this lovely Friday. It's a little spicy outside right now. How's the weather over there?
Oh, it's actually foggy and slightly rainy, actually. Probably the opposite of what you got going on. Sounds like it's hot over there.
It is. It is a little warm over here. It's quite dry, too.
Well, it's the opposite over here. Wait, what's Jom saying here?
Let's see. Tramwins, watch for transfer news. Tram wins? I'm not sure. You could get a little elaboration.
Team. He wrote team. Team. Yeah, he wrote team next.
Yeah.
Team wins.
Some of the books have been pretty Johnny on the spot about changing stuff. I am kicking myself a little bit for not jumping on that Seattle 23.5 under. It was something we at least talked about in pretty good length in the Discord. So hopefully you guys at least got some gut calls on that. They ended up moving them down to 15.5 or 18.5. And so a little bit different value there. Let me see what it's at right now. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so Toronto went up to 15.5. Seattle, I think this is easily going to go down to 16.5 at some point, depending on who they sign tomorrow. But yeah, they moved from 23.5 total wins to 18.5. I still debatably would take this under 18.5 because, Seattle is going to be a shell of their team that they had last year. Looks like Gabby's not going to be there. NECA already got signed back to LA, which we'll talk about here in a second. And they've already had a lot of rumors about Skylar Diggins moving somewhere else. Low-key, I think she might go to Chicago, but we'll see what happens over the next 24 hours with that. But yeah, man, it's pretty much just Malanga out there, by herself, and it's gonna be a brand new team for them this year. So it could be rough waters.
That sucks for her.
Bit unfortunate, but hey, if you're going to do a rebuild, let's go ahead and get it done, not drag it out and try and make a playoff push with your number one pick and stuff like they did last year. So I'm not too mad about it.
Okay.
But yeah, circling back to Big Reese going to Atlanta, I think fantastic trade, honestly. She was dying to get out of Chicago and whatever behind the scenes drama that was going on between them. So free Reese, love to see it. Going to be going to a really starstruck team. Outside of Brianna Jones still dealing with that injury, which she could be out for some portion of the season. That's going to be determined here as we get closer towards the season, how long she's actually going to be out for. Did hurt herself pretty bad in the off season. So, she could be out for a couple months here. Wouldn't surprise me, but we'll see. Angel going to be a great fit for that. I don't think they necessarily will put her at the 5, but there's a real good chance she could end up playing there. This team's going to lean down a little bit more. They did re-sign Naz Hillman as well. And then I believe Brittany Griner should get traded for this team, probably for a sack of potatoes, because just injury, and I don't know what's going on with her. But team looks good. I like the starters. We should get Canada, Ryan, Gray, all them back in action. So Atlanta looks to be a solid unit this year. I'm with it. And they got a pretty good deal on this. I mean, you look at what they gave up for Reese. I mean, it was a first round pick from 2027 and 2028. So nothing that's really going to impact this next season. Chicago probably going to be the bottom of the barrel team once more. Personally, I'm praying that they do some upper management restructuring. The opening day is May 8th on a Friday.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Dirty Regs here. What's up, bro? John says, when's the window over?
That is a good question. I actually meant to follow up and look on that. I would imagine sometime over the course of the next. Well, no, it has to be in the next couple of days because the draft is on the 13th. This next Monday. So, if I had to guess, I imagine it's going to be over the next 48 hours from Saturday and Sunday. But I personally think we're going to get a ton of news tomorrow and later hours of today.
Q Donkey says, in other news, Terry Rozier finally got waived today. Crazy, he was making 20 times Jackie Young's contract. 20 times. Yeah. And he's still on the... I have to, do a few things that aren't necessarily legal. Live in that gray area life, Terry Rozier. But, yeah, he's gone. So, there's some updates. And we're at 12 likes, you.
Let's go, fam. Hell yeah. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. All right. Well, let's keep it rolling. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Mystics did fire their GM as well. So I kind of like to see that. We're starting over. Young squad. We got a nice rebuild. I personally really like this Washington team, depending on who their center situation is going to be if Shakira Austin, in fact, ends up leaving. Also, something I will say, keep an eye out for. Not getting much respect here. I'm kind of surprised that they are only listed at 17.5 season wins. This was at 18.5 earlier, so I think this is subject maybe to go back to 18.5. 17.5 is still pretty nice. I mean, they did a lot this last season, and if you look at them down the stretch of the season, if they actually tried more like they did the year before, I think they could have picked up a lot more wins than that, man. I mean, this team is still pretty solid, overall. Not too mad at that one. I'll be honest. Not too mad. Let's see. Keeping it going. All right. Kelsey Mitchell signed a one-year Supermax contract. This was something that we had talked about here recently. Mostly being with Caitlin, going to be eligible for her Supermax this next year. They're going to have to free up a little bit of salary space. So I do think this is likely the last season that we have Kelsey Mitchell as an Indiana Fever player, but we'll see how the season shakes out. Caitlin Clark, knock on wood, please do not get hurt this season. Otherwise, that's going to muddy up the water a little bit. But I do like them giving this one last hurrah. They signed a lot of returning players, so good for her. Good for her. Ariel Atkins, not even talk about. Sabrina should be good to go. All right, what were you gonna say?
I was looking for the boo button. There it was.
Yeah, I mean, look at that smile from Bridget, man. How can you not love her? Just infectious.
I booed her too.
All right, so one interesting free agent, one to really keep an eye out for, Satu Sabali. No interest in returning to Phoenix. She did not want to play there. She was not happy with the whole coaching situation, Alyssa Thomas Bonner situation behind the scenes. She made it very, very loud that she was not wanting to return here. So
what happened interesting with that? To see. What happened? I didn't know that. What happened behind the scenes there? Any story?
Not that we have time to really kind of get into, but I mean, more or less, she just wasn't happy with how they were telling her to play. I mean, she, plays traditionally a little bit more. Yes, she is a small forward, but she plays more as a power forward, and they kept playing her as a small forward. And she was having AT, rightfully so. I will say AT is a boss, but she was kind of bossing her around. There's a little bit of discord behind the scenes. And then whenever they brought in Bonner too, it just kind of, it added a little bit more drama too. So not taking sides. We don't have the details about all that, but she did say that she was not happy and did not want to return there, and made a lot of public statements that kind of gave you the impression that she just wasn't happy there. So no surprise, not going to be back on Phoenix this year. And I'm really curious to see where she can go, because there's a lot of bigs that are getting moved around right now, and she could land herself on a nice spot. So that is something that I'm really looking out for as far as major player news. Sue Bird going to be an analyst. That's cool. That's cool. Let's see. Dallas, they ended up losing Louisa, their was starting center, to the expansion draft. But they did re-sign Big Lee. You know we love Big Lee, man. She was always fun to watch.
She can shoot threes too.
She can. So at least as of right now, they still have McCowan and at least Lee. I do get the sneaking suspicion they could let McCowan go, but like I said, there was talks about Shakira Austin having interest in Dallas as well. So Dallas is going to be an interesting situation all in its own right. I mean, personally, I think they need a restructure for upper management, but that's neither here nor there. Having Paige re-signing Enrique, not a big fan of that whatsoever. You know, my love-hate for Enrique. She's a decent player, but just does not fit well on this team. They're going with a rebuild and a whole new direction, and them signing her for a multi-year contract just honestly doesn't make any sense for a plethora of reasons. One, the pay cut that Enrique took to maintain this current contract is wild. I mean, she could have easily got a major contract somewhere else. Also, the amount of guards that are in this upcoming draft class, they could have had, you know, the number one pick. They could pick any of them here, so that's kind of a weird situation. But yeah, man, I don't know how I feel about Dallas overall. I want to love them, but it's just kind of hard when they're doing stuff like this. So we'll see. They'll be an okay unit, but outside of that, you know, I really just don't know what to expect. But in other bonehead news, let's talk about, for whatever reason, LA Sparks are trying to get rid of Rickea Jackson. I don't know if she's just not happy with the team. She seemed pretty chill with them last year. She played really well. What are we doing, man? I mean, Ariel Atkins, like, is this even a serious thing? How is this even a statement being made? I mean, Atkins completely washed. Unbelievable they would even consider doing that. I'm personal level, I'm gonna lose a lot of respect for the Sparks if they let Hamby, Rickea. Bro, there's even talks about Kelsey Plum possibly getting traded too. I'm like, bro, y'all are gonna blow this team up right after y'all did a rebuild. You got a whole bunch of young talent. They also re-signed Neko Gumake, who played there for 12 years. I'll say, you know, I'm still a big fan of Nneka. I think she's got a lot of game left in her. She's actually coming off of one of her best seasons in the last decade. So can't be too mad at that. But it's also like, you know, how are we going to have Nneka, Cameron Brink, and Hamby all on the same team? How's that going to work? I mean, neither one of them are going to go down and play at the three. You got two centers and basically two power forwards. So going to be a weird situation. I'd be very heartbroken if they let Hamby go. I'm not going to lie, but we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, man. Picking up Ariel Atkins, though, this was definitely a bummer to see. Please do not do that.
Poor Ariel. You're so mean to her. John says, great, just signed 3-year deal. Refresh the page, E.
Yeah. No, I saw that. She got her money.
Okay. Big Gray. She deserves it.
They're trying to keep this Atlanta squad. Well, I'm assuming he's talking about Alicia Gray. They're really trying to keep this Atlanta squad together and sign them for multiple year contracts across the board, at least for 4 out of the starting 5. So I like it, man. I think both of the Grays need to get paid. Chelsea and Alicia. They played some really good ball this last year.
Dang, Chelsea. I don't know how she keeps doing it. She is a ball. I mean, they're both ballers. But Chelsea Gray is old and slow and somehow still gets it done. I don't know. She's a wizard of sorts.
She is, bro.
What was I going to say? Atlanta. So Atlanta's just Atlanta plus good big old Reese?
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
They still got all the same G's from last year. Oh, and he was talking about Chelsea Gray. That news just came in 3 minutes ago.
Okay. There you go.
So both of the Grays getting multiple year contracts. Hell yeah. Love to see it.
Yeah, they both deserve it. I'm glad these women are getting paid here. Thank goodness. Because we were worried they might not even have a season.
Yeah, no, man. Yeah, it's going to be weird.
Glad they came around.
Speaking of aces, though, this just continues to baffle my mind. Kirsten Bell, bro, how does she keep getting signed to the Aces? I don't understand this. Like, I legitimately don't understand how she is just such an integral part of a team. We're talking about a player who averaged not even 4 points a game, plays off the bench, has had 2 seasons riddled with injuries, and is terrible. She was dog shit as a starter, bro. She was so bad. She got benched as a starter at the end of the season and wasn't even playing 10 minutes. How is she getting re-signed?
Well,
I mean, she must be on a min contract or something, man, because I just don't get it.
I think it's her neck tap.
Bro, something, man. And I'm not even trying to throw shade on her, but, like, legitimately, she sucks. And statistically, she sucks.
I'm not trying to throw shade, but she sucks.
Bro, she's so bad. So bad. I mean, this is one of the freest unders of last season ever. Like, whatever her line was, under. Didn't matter. I just don't get it. Again, this is just outside perspective looking in. She has multiple wins or multiple rings with the Aces, and I don't know. I don't even know what to say about that. Just not a good player, though. Got to be on the min contract, but whatever. We'll see what happens. Wouldn't be surprised to see Aces blow up a few things here over the next year or two, but we move on. We're digressing.
Tell me the Asia news, though. Is there any Asia news?
Asia's not going anywhere. She already said she's going to be a legacy Vegas player. There's a real good chance she'll play there for like 10 years or something. They would have to do something serious to really piss her off and make her move, but she seems pretty happy there.
I'm talking the other news. Wasn't there personal news that maybe she wasn't going to play, or is that was just a big old lie?
It's on the rumor mill that she's pregnant right now, so We'll see over the next month and a half if there's a little baby bump going. Then that could really shake up a lot of stuff for them.
That's what I'm saying. How is there's just rumors going around? I mean, why don't we know the truth? Is it secret pregnancy? What's happening? I don't get it.
It's off-season stuff, so that's to be foreseen in the future.
Okay.
But speaking of in the future, we got plans for, so it goes all the way out to 2030. My mistake. I thought this was all in 2028, but at least in 2030, they are looking to expand 3 more teams. We got Cleveland, Detroit, and Philly. And also, sad face news, there was announced, I think like a month ago or 3 weeks ago, something like that, the Connecticut Suns will be relocating after this season back to Houston. So it's pretty interesting, though. I mean, we've had a lot of these teams in the past that ended up, unfortunately, getting disbanded. Houston, for example. I believe there's a Cleveland and Detroit team as well. Either Cleveland and Detroit or Detroit and Philly, but we've had teams there in the past. Personally, I'm still baffled how there's no team in Florida. I mean, you look at most of the major league teams, they have multiple teams in Florida and or Cali itself. We at least have a Golden State team, so that covers the West Coast, but real surprising, no Florida team. I think that's a bit of a head scratcher there.
That is weird.
Let's see. So Sparks obviously re-signed NECA. Skylar talking with the Sky. I don't know if necessarily she would go to that organization because, I mean, like in truth, you're not expecting any kind of a playoff push if that ends up being the case. So maybe she's going there to get a paycheck, but we'll see. I'd be really surprised to see her sign up. Big Five head, Azure, not planning on re-signing with the Sparks. I think there's plenty of teams that could use either a stand-in center or a backup center. She played well, no disrespect to her. She looked pretty solid last year. She played well, and then she was a great under once the team got fully healthy. Another big piece of news. So part of the blow up for Seattle, Gabby Williams expected to not be back with Seattle. I think there's a lot of teams that could really use her right now. A lot of teams that could use a small forward, shooting guard style player. I don't think necessarily she would be a bench role or a reserve player like that, but this is another big free agent that could land on a strong team. So we'll keep an eye out for her and Sopley, where they end up going. Speaking of the Storm, we got the Stud Buds getting broken up, man. As a Minnesota Lynx fan, I got to say some sad news over the last day now. We're losing one part of, not only the stud buds, all that joking aside, but she was actually a really strong player for them making the postseason push and into the playoffs. She was a great bench player. I mean, really, really brought the scoring every single game. She ended up averaging about 10 points a season, played really good for them. So this Minnesota bench unit's going to be hurting. They lost her and Jessica Shepard today, which is, honestly a big blow, especially considering the fact that Alana Smith also on the rumor mill about possibly not returning to Minnesota. And then we have Nafisa Collier, who's injured right now. She's going to be out for some amount of time for the season already. So this is not a good start to my Lynx, man. I'm not happy about that. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that's tough.
All right, well, let's keep it going. Alicia Gray with the 3-year contract like we were talking about. Monique Billings going to the Liberty. I could totally see that. They lost Baby Sabali. Nayara ended up moving to one of the expansion teams. Oh, that was another big piece with Mabry and Brittany Sykes. I like that core 3, man. I think those 3 make a really strong case for a starting 5, this team in general. But that's a good starting point. I could totally see Billings being that 6th player coming off the bench for them, being a backup to JJ. So that would make a lot of sense. Sykes and Mabry getting paid on this 2-year max contract. So hell yeah for them, especially for Mabry, man. I know we give her a lot of shit, but her having to suffer this last season, not getting traded, not getting out of that Connecticut, fiasco of a disastrous team. Good for her. And then we had Jewel Lloyd signing a 3-year contract. So at least the Aces are trying to keep the core 3 of Gray, Lloyd, and Asia Wilson together. The rest of the pieces we'll see, if they end up re-signing everybody as well. But I like it. I'm not mad at that. Well, I guess it would be core 4, right? Gray, Lloyd, Jackie. Yeah, core 4. That 5th player has always been a carousel. So we'll see what happens. Again, I don't see Kirsten Bell being that person again this year. Mm-mm. All right. So we had Enrique signing a multi-year contract. Not happy about that, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm surprised. It's an interesting one.
It's a little weird, man. Not going to lie.
Yeah.
Shepard signing a multi-year contract with Dallas. So this is a really interesting one because Dallas, like I said, they're in a great spot right now. They could take some of these star players from college. I mean, we had a couple that looked really interesting. You look at the mock draft that they have, at least for right now. I mean, Pham and Lauren Betts, man, both of those really, really good centers, really high ceiling potential for both of them.
6'7".
Yeah, 6'7", man. Personally, bro, I love Lauren Betts, man. I think she's going to be great in the WNBA. She's got that, grit and grime. She's really great ball awareness, great scorer. I mean, she's averaging 21 points this season, 9.5 rebounds, basically, and also get some blocks and steals. I think she's going to have a great season. So I'm excited to see who ends up drafting her. But, yeah, man, it's interesting. I don't know how Dallas is really going to play this because Shepard is a great player. She's the little engine that could. Not really the best at scoring upside, but it's not like we were getting a lot of that from the Dallas Bigs anyways. McCowan and Louisa on a great day was probably giving you 10 points. So she could have been a huge upgrade for them, but I don't know, again, how they're going to play Shepard. Is she going to be a starter or is she going to be a backup? And they still draft some bigs. So we will see. We'll find out Monday. And then it looks like the Sky re-signing Liz Williams for another 2-year contract. I think that makes sense. She played really great off the bench for them last year. I don't think that they'll put him alongside Cardoso. I mean, we saw it a little bit, that overlap from last season, but they're going to need a good power forward here. So unless one of them steps up and plays as the power forward, I could see that, but more than likely she'll probably just be the backup to Cardoso again. And then, yeah, bro, I think that's about it as far as just overall WNBA news. Let me hit the refresh, see if we got anything else. All right, cool. So let's talk about this WNBA draft. Now, some of the players kind of changing, first, second, third options. Those moved around a little bit here. I do like Olivia Miles, man. She was a hooper, and she plays really well like a small forward. She gets a lot of rebounds, bro. She's averaging like 7 rebounds, I think, during the season. Or was it? Yeah, 7.2 rebounds, 19.6 points, 7.2 boards, and 6.5 assists is pretty damn crazy, shooting almost 50% from the field. She's 5'10", so, not the biggest, but definitely not the smallest by any means. And, bro, I hope she rocks the goggles, man. Give me that Alicia Gray goggle action.
Mm-hmm. I was just looking at that.
But she was good, man. She was fun to watch in college. I think she's quite the prolific scorer. She could end up going to Dallas. I could totally see them scooping up her, letting her play as small forward style, because likely them losing Carrington is still going to be something of a void to fill, if you will. But it's hard to say with Dallas, man. They're just so all over the place as far as what direction they're trying to take this team. They did play a lot of small ball last year, so this is something we could see them run back in accordance with her. I could totally see Paige, Enrique, and Olivia running the 1, 2, and 3 like that, and then sprinkle in Shepard at the 5. Maybe Maddie goes back to the 4. I don't know if they would prefer her doing that or staying at the 3, but squeeze in one other person here, and hey, this team could be pretty dangerous. So I am interested to see. Looks like the book odds also moved quite a bit from the last time that we were talking about this a few days ago. So let's go back and look, because this is something that I think we could maybe make a few moves on. But where the hell's draft? They move this? Am I tripping? Futures, draft. Yeah, where did this go? Did they take it down? No way. Hold on, let me refresh this real fast. Oh, they did. Man, those stinkers. We had the first round draft pick. There was a tab for this over here on Bet365. I don't think FanDuel had this, but yeah, that's a little annoying. They took that down. We'll have to circle back to this because we were getting some pretty good odds on that earlier. All right, well, unfortunately, I can't talk about that right now. That kind of sucks, but yeah. So, the draft class, this is a really loaded draft class. Honestly, I think all these top 10 players really solid. Got a lot of potential in them. Fallujah Johnson also low-key was one of my favorite players this season. She reminds me a lot of sexy Lexi Brown, a little bit of Ryan Howard, three-point sniper. She's going to be a fun player to watch. I got a lot of high hopes for her. I think low-key she might be one of the better guards also moving into this draft class. Let's see, we had a small forward from France, Big Nell. She is going to be an interesting player. She's playing really good ball overseas, but not really much action here in the States. So could be a bit of a reality check, but this small forward position also nicely coveted spot right now. I feel like a lot of these teams are just having stand-in either power forwards or stand-in shooting guards that are kind of playing in a small forward position, like your Bridget Carltons, your Dejanay Carringtons, stuff like that. But she fits the bill a little bit more. I would love to see maybe a 6'1" player, but she definitely plays strong. She plays like a big girl. So keep an eye out for her. I think low-key she might actually go a little bit earlier in this draft. And then, for the rest of them, it's kind of, pick your poison. What team are they going to land on? Really good players, but I still think the top 5 is just so heavy right here. Outside of this, these players are going to go to some special teams. So a lot of high hopes for Lauren Betts, man. This is one of my also number 1 favorites here. Curious to see where she goes. Let's keep it going. So we talked about the Portland 12.5 season wins. I still like that one. Another one I got to say a shout out here, just at least for the price discrepancy. Prizepicks has Camila Cardoso at 9.8 season-long rebounds, whereas Underdog has her at 8.5. This one, very interesting, because you look at last season, all the games that Angel Reese was out, she averaged 10.2 rebounds. So this is
I was about to say, who else are they going to get there that's going to be big like that can even take away some of those points?
Right now it's just her and Liz Williams, and assuming Liz, comes off the bench or whatever, or plays in some kind of a limited capacity. Really, we're just talking about one player, because this is going to be likely a brand new team. There's going to be a lot of rebuild players. And if we even get some of the players back from last year, outside of Reese, I mean, there wasn't any high volume rebounders across the board at all for this team whatsoever. It was very top heavy between Reese, Cardoso, and Liz Williams. So you remove Reese out of there. I mean, you're talking about a player who's averaging almost 12 rebounds a game. This definitely is, I think, going to move to 9.5. So it is a season-long bet. Take that for what you will. But still, 8.5 looks really good with no Reese this year.
Yeah.
And then I hate to do it, man.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You already know Caitlin at 20.6 points. Over 20 points. That's a lot, man. That's a lot.
It is.
So we'll see. We'll see. Also, depending on who Dallas signs, I mean, if they pick up another high volume guard, I love me some Paige, but bro, she might have to show me 20 points a game because there's so many mouths to feed on this team right now.
Yeah, I mean, any player in WNBA really scoring 20. Who does that? Asia and who? Feezy? That's about it. I'm sure I'm missing a few, but not many. It's a lot to ask.
These are a little bit more of a scary click. Obviously, Clark last year, she was at 21 points, like 0.3 or 0.5 or something like that. That was a lot easier because she ended up getting hurt. But we'll see with them because they could lose some of their guards too. You know, there's a real world that either of Lexi Hull or Sophie Cunningham might not be returning with this team. So we'll keep an eye for that. This could be another situation where the Indy bench is pretty terrible and they're just going to have to lean into the starters a lot more. But I do like this rebound play, though. I think this is a very solid one.
Makes sense. That one for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Well, keeping it short and sweet. It's still about a 45-minute stream, so not too short. That's about all the news we got for you guys right now. Underrated, how you feeling over there, man?
Pretty good. A little tired, to be honest with you, but I'm happy that you got us here thinking about WNBA early. It's good for my brain to start thinking about it because I've been doing other things, and I know we're under a month away, so a little caught up now.
Yeah, man, I'm excited.
And you said that the draft is Monday, right? That's going to be an interesting thing to talk about next week.
Yeah. I would love to stream Monday, but I don't want to do it during the draft. So I think we'll take Monday off. I think we stream on Tuesday to recap the draft and or see what's going on with like round 2 and stuff like that. And then
you might have some plays that stand out here after the draft too.
Yeah, and after we get all the pieces moved around and everyone's situated on their teams, they're definitely going to start loading the board up with the season-long props. So that is something. Hopefully Tuesday we get that early enough so we can talk about. But if it's not on Tuesday, we'll at least stream, say, on Thursday or Friday. Once we get those props available, we'll kind of look through everything, see what we got to work with. But I think Tuesday makes the most sense. We'll kind of recap the draft and see everything that happened, and then also go over all the off-season stuff that we should see over the next 48 hours.
Okay, sounds good, man. Sounds good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, bro. Well, I think with that being said, we're probably going to get on out of here, go hang out for the rest of the day, and then wait around, see what other kind of news that we get. But
we got our 15 likes too. Hey.
Oh, let's go. I even got the fresh cut and everything, getting ready for the season.
There you go. Yeah. The fresh cut, ready for the season. There we go.
Yes, sir. You know, I'm gonna go this weekend and also go get some new shoes. Apparently, my feet have grown. I went from a size 13 now to a size 14 shoe. It's kind of crazy.
What? How did that happen?
Apparently, as you get older, you know, the width of your foot tends to grow a little bit more. Like your feet actually don't shrink. So that was pretty wild. I've been in size 13 for like the last 5-6 years, and then I went to put one on. Even my old shoes, man, I all my shoes were size 13 and a half, and I tried to put them on, and they just didn't fit. So I'm like, oh shit, I had to get size 14 last year, and now I got to go get some more shoes.
You sound like a basketball player with those big old feet.
A little bit. I played some ball. Also a tight end. Tight end was one of my favorite spots on the football field.
Oh, shit. Dirty Reg, holy moly, says, I wear size 18. You're lucky, he says. 18? Man, I'm half of you, Dirty Reg. I'm half. Straight half. I'm good at math, too, and I'm half of that. I used to go to the store and be like, I'm a bigger size just so I wouldn't feel bad. Go bowling and be like, what size are you? I'd be like, I've got 3 pairs of socks on. Give me a 9. Still be sliding around.
Well, hey, at least you have a common shoe size. I know Dirty Reg, man. Yeah. Same boat as me. I don't even go in. I don't even look at the actual shoe aisle. I just see what kind of shoes that I like and immediately go to the counter and ask for help because I know anything above a size 13 is in the back.
Wow. He says, I'm also 300 pounds, 6'5", so even the T-shirts, I bet. That's probably hard to find, too. Yeah, man. That, bro. Hey. Well, good stream, E. Fun talking some WNBA. I'm excited it's coming back soon. We're gonna be making some real money on this season. I already can tell. I already know. Just keep that 3.5x there. Good old underdog. Keep that rolling for us.
Yes, sir. The goal is 100 units this season. I think we can run it back.
Yes. Let's keep that goal. Let's make that goal happen too. Dirty Reg says he just orders online. I feel you. I live in a small town. I just order online anyways. It don't matter.
Yep. That's what you have to do most of the time, unfortunately. But, we appreciate you guys, as always, hanging out with us during the weekday. Obviously, the streams and stuff going to be a little bit more slowed down with us being on the off season. But at least, I would say the the first week in May, we're going to stream pretty much most of all that week, getting ready for that Friday tip-off. And then we'll just keep checking out. We're going to have at least 2 streams during the week, probably 3, maybe a little bit moving towards the end of the month here. But enjoy the time off. Enjoy a little bit of R&R. Make sure you guys get the head right. Get your mental game strong. Getting ready for this 4 or 5 grind that we're going to have upcoming. We got a lot of stuff going on in the Discord. Again, can't stress enough. Make sure you guys hop in there. We got baseball. We got MPV. We got soccer. We're going to have lacrosse also starting with the WNBA season. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening. Make sure you guys don't miss out. All right, Underrated. I appreciate it as always, man. Y'all have a great day. We'll see y'all back here later. Peace.
Later, E.
I hate you. Fuck you, Prizepicks. I hate you. Fuck you, Prizepicks. I hate you. Fuck you, Prizepicks. I hate you. Fuck you, Prizepicks.